Hi, good afternoon. It's January 11th, 2021, and you are here at EDU 635 on our Blackboard page, and I would like to just welcome you to Capstone. It is very amazing that you have made this journey and that you are in your final course for your master's degree. I know just from reading a little bit about where you're coming from and what your interests are, that you are a very diverse group of teachers and leaders who are excited and challenged by the world that we live in and wanting to give back as teachers. So thank you so much for allowing me to come alongside as you complete this capstone course. My name is Dr. Teresa Pedersen, and I am on the faculty at Northwestern College. You can absolutely, when you write to me in correspondence or speak to me, you can call me Teresa, and that's absolutely fine. So my first time teaching capstone was this summer, and it really brought me back to completing my own dissertation and my own master's thesis. And while I loved the experience and actually being finished with both of those things, I remember lots of times when I was in the middle of the work that I felt rather overwhelmed. And so I'm here to tell you that I am honored to be on your team, that I'm going to be here and available to you. And my mission here is to help you to complete this project. You have enrolled in a 16-week course, and there are students who complete in 16 weeks, many students. But here's the good news. If you do not complete your project in 16 weeks, you do not fail, but you register for the class again and you continue working. It is my hope that you will complete within the 16 weeks, and I will work with you to meet each benchmark and make each step closer to completion. I came to Northwestern online last summer from Germany. I'd been living there with my husband and my daughter, working for the Department of Defense schools. I had spent 6 years in Europe, and I really was fascinated and enjoyed working with military children. Prior to that, we had also lived in Japan and Florida and Wisconsin, working with military families. I'm really proud of my husband. He's a 20-year veteran of the Army, and he is now a civilian psychologist who works with military members and families in both marriage counseling and substance abuse treatment. I have a daughter, Grace, who is 18, who is finally living in Washington, D.C. and attending George Washington University, though still online. It was her dream to go, and unfortunately, because of the pandemic, she spent last semester with me here in Iowa going online. So it's quite an answer to prayer that she's able to be there at such a time as this. And as her major is international relations and political science, you can imagine how exciting it is for she and her roommates to be there now. What I would like to do is walk you through the benchmark course, just a couple things I want to point out to you, and then we'll close up together with just some final words. So here you see under course information the syllabus and the rubric for the capstone project, as well as a due date schedule. These are very, very important pieces of information that you will want to access right away. There are benchmarks throughout the course that must be met. You'll notice as I go click here on content that the usual modules with module dates are not here in this course. So you will see benchmarks, and those benchmarks are the things that have to be completed by a certain date in order for you to continue moving forward. So if you, for example, turn in your action plan for benchmark 2, but it does not get approved, and we go back and forth with some feedback and corrections and feedback and corrections, you will not be able to move on to benchmark 3 until you've completed benchmark 2. So that's what we mean about the benchmarks. You have, there are 3 professors who are teaching this course this spring, and we are a collaborative group. And so it has been very helpful for us to look at how things went last summer and try to continue to improve the course to help you be a successful student. You will want to start here at templates, examples, and guiding documents, and then you'll go to getting started. And so these are the things that you will want to accomplish this first week. There's a wonderful lecture, video lecture about the literature review, and we have broken that up into 3 parts. And so you're going to want to watch each part and really sort of soak in the idea of the literature review. Now, depending on which project you choose to do, everybody has to do a literature review. So there is the option of a literature review, a longer, more in-depth one, as the complete project, or it becomes part of an action research project or a school improvement project. And so these things, the graduation application, creating your own personal schedule, which you will submit, about when you're going to put in the capstone time to work and think and write and read. And you will want to make a schedule for that, as well as the 3 types of capstone, which we explain here, and for each one, what the components will be. You will want to spend some time here really understanding what your options are and choosing the project that is right for you. Okay, then I'm going to go back to content, and you will see here in benchmark 1, it extends from January 11th out to January 24th, but here you will find the second video of the literature review, a discussion of sources, and the proposal draft. So you will submit your proposal draft to me, and that is a benchmark assignment, so I will have to approve that. Let's talk about feedback. I am 100% here for you. So when you submit work, I will make it my priority to read very carefully, offer you feedback, and return that work to you for correction. My aim is for you to complete the most wonderful, clear, helpful piece of work that will contribute to the field in a significant way. That being said, this work that you will do in capstone will probably be one of the best projects that you have ever completed. And so we will expect in that process that you and I will discuss in writing or in a Zoom call or in a phone call the ways that you can continue to improve. So the proposal draft, once that is approved, you will move on to the annotated bibliography, and you will want to start reading right away, digging into the research that represents the topic that you've chosen. And you'll notice here we have a template that you will begin using, and you will basically you will drop every piece of research that you read about your topic so that you can do a review of all of the available literature that you need to support your ideas and to make the case for what you believe is true. And then we have also offered, again, these professional development pieces, the teaching pieces that we believe will help you to have a better understanding of what the literature review is. The literature review is the most, I would say, unwieldy piece of the capstone project because it's something that you haven't had to do up until now. You have used research and cited that research in papers and reflections and projects. Now what we're going to do is ask you to go straight to the source, to read the research studies by those people who are experts in the field and in your topic, and that you will have listened to those voices, and the voices of those authors and researchers will come into your paper through the literature review. You will find as you are writing your literature review that at first you'll teach about the topic. or you'll share your own opinions about the topic. And neither one of those is a literature review. And so that's why we wanted to give you the video and then also this module here that walks you through the process of writing a literature review. We believe as a team that giving you those things up front are going to help you so much in the long run as you continue to design the literature review and then to continue on with your capstone project. There will be times when you will submit work to me and I might return it to you with lots and lots of questions and lots of comments. I am not the editor of your work, and so it's important that you carefully edit your work. I will not edit it, but I will give you lots of helpful tips in that way. If you feel that you need to have an editor, a person who could do that would be listed here. And let me get to that. Right here, the optional professional editor contact. Now, this is just one person, but you could hire her as an editor if you and I have discussed it and you feel that you need more help in terms of the actual writing piece. You can also look out to people in your life who have done a capstone project. Perhaps they are a professor and they have completed their dissertation. A really good and nitpicky English teacher can be an ideal source for this editor. You don't need to seek this out as of now unless you know for sure this will be an issue, but please let me know if you would like to discuss that or if you're seeing lots of comments coming through. The feedback loop will be exhausting at times, and I just want you to know that your success is really all that matters to me. And so if I do give you feedback, please don't take that on as negative. It's really important that you understand that I have faith and confidence in you to complete this work. You have already shown throughout this process that you can overcome and be resilient. That being said, there will be days when you will not feel resilient. That's part of the process. Don't worry. But please reach out to me. I am available to you. I make myself available to you. I want to hear from you. We can talk on Zoom. We can talk on the phone. We are here for each other. I do not keep regular hours. And so evenings, weekends, early mornings, if I'm not teaching, on your lunch break, those things can be worked out. Just communicate your needs. That would be great. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Please remember that I do pray for you by name every day, each of my students, and I'm here for you if you have a specific prayer request and maybe something is troubling you or there's something going on in your family or a health issue. Please don't hesitate to let me know because I promise that I will pray for that. I'm also here if you have a problem that's stopping you, preventing you from moving forward during a week. Please just let me know and I'll know that I will expect that work to come in at a later time, and that would be especially for those benchmark assignments. Thank you so much for choosing Northwestern. We're so glad to have you as a student, and I'm just honored to be on your team. Have a great week.